On one side of your screen there, you are taking a live look at Washington, D.C., where people are participating in the No Kings rally. There are more than 2,500 of these events happening across the country today, and more than a dozen right here in North Texas. We're going to bring you coverage of that. And on the other side of your screen there, we are taking a live look out at North Texas, where we are expecting some storms in the next few hours or so. We're going to keep our eyes on both of those stories today, but we're going to start with our coverage of those protests that we talked about. Thank you for being with us. I'm Morgan Young. We have crews that are covering this across our area, starting in Collin County in Frisco, where protesters started about 9 o'clock this morning. We had crews there. You can see folks lining the streets there, waving flags saying no kings on them. There was a really big showing here in Frisco. We're actually going to get to our reporter who talked with some of those folks in just a minute or so, but you can just see here people lining the streets, waving American flags, having signs, and really trying to send their message here. And I want you to listen to what one person who was there today said about who was out there and why.
This is not just Democrats. It is Democrats, independents, Republicans, non-voters that we hope to turn into voters. This is not a Democrat organization. It's not an organization. It's a collective grassroots people that are just all kinds of people.
She was out there in Frisco this morning. I know she's in the process of getting to another location, but she's joining us by phone now. Natalie, good morning. I want to just hear from you. I know we spoke earlier. You said that you were surprised by the number of people who showed up in Frisco this morning.
I was, Morgan, and to be frank with you, I think everyone I spoke with was a little surprised, but pleasantly so as well. Most of the people I talked to, they were Democrats or independents. I did speak to some Republicans. They described themselves as blue or purple dots in a predominantly red county and state, for that matter, and really wanted to hone in the message that this was not, something that was, they're not getting paid like some, senators, as recently as yesterday, Senator Ted Cruz claiming that No Kings protesters were paid to be on the streets, including here in Frisco. They are not paid. They're here to really share their message of wanting a free and fair democracy, and many of them not feeling like that is what they are getting right now. Like I mentioned, I spoke to Democrats, I spoke to Republicans. Over the last 2 hours, I spoke to independents, to Jews, to Arabs. I spoke to the children of people who fought in World War I and World War II. I spoke to veterans, preachers, church groups, and I was surprised to see that even in the last 30 minutes of what was planned for just a 2-hour rally in Frisco along Stonebrook and Main Street, it nearly doubled in size. The way I lost cell phone service in moments was really kind of startling. Everyone was just together in camaraderie in a very peaceful protest. I had a chance to speak with a couple of Frisco police officers who were patrolling the area. They had units in this big retail area along the streets where the protest was happening, some who were on foot, going along the sidewalk, making sure everyone was okay. They also called this peaceful. I looked for counter-protesters, as we normally do in our fair coverage here on WFAA, and I learned that the counter-protesters did not receive a permit in time to be on the same and be in the same area as the No Kings protest in Frisco. This is a lot more of what you'll hear from our side of things in Collin County in our coverage later tonight on WFAA. But we certainly got to talk to a lot of people who, again, were sharing a lot of the same message of just wanting a free and fair democracy and not feeling like they are getting that. And it was quite peaceful per just what we were seeing and by Frisco Police Department.